Hey everybody, this is Patrick Cleveland, clinical director and owner of Daybreak Counseling Center, providing psychotherapy, couples counseling, and mental health services in Long Beach, Cerritos, and all of California. Hey, it's been a while since I've done a video. Yeah, it's just had really long days, and so by the end of the day, I am kind of wiped out. But I was inspired by a session that I had the other day, and I was like, all right, I will talk about this since I don't know, I connect to it and I feel it's important, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk to it. And this was a session that I was having with the client, and we were talking about the issue of toxic parents or toxic loved ones, or I mean, toxic is a strong word, but people who maybe just aren't healthy for you, or like you've had strained relationships with, but they're your relatives or they're in your life in some way. And in the session, they asked me, I don't feel anything around these people. I feel pretty alive and connected with other people in my life, but when I'm around my family, particularly my parents, I don't feel anything. My body shuts down. I don't feel anything. And is that normal, right? And so, I'm not a big fan of the word normal for a number of reasons. I like to think of terms in healthy or not healthy. And my answer to that was, something like this. I can go on and on. So Nietzsche is probably like one of my favorite philosophers, and one of my favorite quotes from him is he says something like, there is more wisdom in your body than in your greatest reason, than in your greatest intellect. Something like that. I'd have to go back and look it up to get it exact. But he talks about the wisdom of the body, right? And there's the big book on trauma right now is the body keeps score. I mean, it's one of the big books. And the body remembers, right? So your body has wisdom, and your body's telling you something, right? It's giving you a message, right? So when you don't feel comfortable around somebody, you don't feel connected, you don't feel open, you feel shut down, that's your body telling you something. So I'm not a fan of normal or not, but being shut down, being dissociated, being cut off, walled up from people who can potentially harm you, or say something rude or mean, or unpredictable, or you never know what they're gonna do. Shutting down and not having feelings, or not can be a very healthy response, especially if you have to be around these people, right? Like they're your family technically, right? And so shutting down and not having emotions can be healthy, right? Because if you're vulnerable, you open up and you show that, and then they shit on you, right? And that hurts, and that's pain, and that's happened in the past, right? It's happened many, many, many times. So your body remembers all those times, and then your body just nope, we're gonna shut that down, right? We're not gonna feel anything there. And so we repress, right? And the body shuts down. And so I don't know. I guess I just wanted to share that moment, that experience for many, many people out there who may be feeling that way around certain types of people, around family members, friends, coworkers, whatever. You feel shut down. You feel not connected. You're a tightening around somebody. That's your body giving you a message, and your body, your mind, your brain might be being like, oh, don't think that, don't feel that way, don't be that way. But your body's telling you something for a reason. And I agree with Nietzsche that your body is much, much wiser, and has a deeper kind of wisdom, a deeper knowing, than the mind. The mind rationalizes all kinds of things and comes up with justifications and reasons for all kinds of things. Abstract thinking, reasoning, that came later. For thousands and thousands of years, we were creatures of instinct. We relied on the body. We relied on our senses. We lived without language for thousands and thousands of years. So there's a great wisdom in the body. So when it tells you something, listen.